So once you're ready to begin using GitHub, the first step is to create an account. I'm not going to go through the process of this because the process is identical to any other account creation process. Once you've created your account and signed in, you'll be presented with a screen which looks like this, although the existing repositories will be empty and you won't have any history. So the very first thing that you're going to want to do from this point is to actually go ahead and download some software, which is available in the help pages. If you click on Setup Git, you can see here that this tells us about the fact that GitHub is an implementation of a technology called Git. And it's Git which actually does the actual moving around of files, and GitHub is just the host. You can see here as well, however, that GitHub has a Windows client. So if you click this link and download GitHub for Windows, once you've gone through the installation process, you'll be presented with this screen, which is the Windows client for GitHub, and it allows you to do a lot of the very basic commands very easily. So the first thing that we're going to do is to click on this cog icon and click on Options. Make sure that all of the options are set up exactly how you're going to want them. So for example, your name would go here, your email address, as well as the path that you're going to use to store all of the repositories that you're going to create and clone. When you're happy with this, you can click Save. The GitHub terminal is also going to be installed. The GitHub terminal may look on first appearance as very similar to a command prompt which you may be familiar with, but there are, however, quite a few differences. The GitHub terminal is based on the Linux bash terminal, and so there are a few differences in how you actually use it in terms of what commands you need to type, and we'll get into a lot more detail about this later on. Apart from the Windows client and the GitHub terminal, there is also a whole host of other software which can be used with GitHub, and many argue is superior in terms of functionality and ease of use. Some examples include things like SmartGit, and we'll take a look at some of those later on in the series as well. In the next video we're going to actually go ahead and create our first repository, as well as committing files to it, and then reading those files back off the server. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it.